Good day to you all. In this the class, let's study about various applications of the polymerase chain reaction. So before to discuss much more about the various applications of the polymerase chain reaction, just I would like to remind you again about the polymerase chain reaction. So the polymerase chain reaction, popularly known as a People's choice reaction. People's choice reaction. People's choice reaction. Because polymerase chain reaction considered to be as one of the very great the technique of the technique in the field of the molecular biotechnology, molecular biology and biotechnology. Polymerase chain reaction have got many applications. So it is one of the very vast, very rapid and very versatile method of the gene amplification. It is one of the in vitro method of the gene amplification. It is known as a polymerase chain reaction. So in this the polymerase chain reaction, one can make a single segment of the DNA into millions or billions of the copies. It is possible for us to get number of copies by the use of a small segment of the DNA, the source DNA containing the target sequences. That is a polymerase chain reaction. This polymerase chain reaction have got many applications. Means what? With the help of the polymerase chain reaction, we can detect the viruses in a plant sample. So we can also use this polymerase chain reaction in a forensic laboratory for identifying the criminals. So it has got different applications. Just before to discuss much more about the various applications of the polymerase chain reaction, it is necessary that in the last class, just I would like to remind you again about the polymerase chain reaction, because you know that polymerase chain reaction we studied earlier by comparing it with that of the genetic engineering or a gene cloning technology and as well as DNA replication process. DNA replication process which occur inside the living cell, it is also the amplification of the DNA. I can say like this, because DNA have got a special property of the replication. So it is this DNA replicate during the cell division, particularly during the S phase of the cell division, with the help of the different enzymes. So the process of the polymerization gives us the new segment of the DNA. Polymerase chain reaction. So in this polymerase chain reaction, it is one of the in vitro method of the amplification of the small segment of the DNA. So here also polymerization is involved. So it is the in vitro method. So within the laboratory, with the help of the different the components, one can undertake the polymerase chain reaction. So in this the process also polymerization is involved. The polymerization actually it needs a particular enzymes. For this purpose, we use in the PCR technology, that is the TUC DNA polymerase enzyme. So I had discussed much more about the polymerase chain reaction in the last class. Okay, so The polymerase chain reaction, commonly termed as a chain reaction, because here the newly synthesized the segment of the DNA, it is again further utilized to synthesize the new segment in the subsequent cycles. So therefore termed as a chain reaction. So the polymerase chain reaction actually contain number of the cycles. Every cycle completes in 3 different steps. So the first step of each cycle of the polymerase chain reaction actually contains the 3 steps: the denaturation, second step renaturation, and then the third step, it is extension, also called gene synthesis, annealing, like that. Okay, annealing. So in each and every cycle of the polymerase chain reaction, all the 3 steps are followed. So in the denaturation step of the polymerase chain reaction, double-stranded DNA containing target sequences, actually it separated the 2 polynucleotide chains of the DNA containing target sequences, separated each other. Then in the next step of the polymerase chain reaction, primers, what we will use in the polymerase chain reaction, the 2 primers pair with the sequences, that is a complementary base sequences of the separated DNA molecules. And in the third step of the polymerase chain reaction, that is the extension or the synthesis. In this step, actually polymerization takes place. With the help of the TucDNA enzyme, all the 4 different nucleotides of the DNA activated deoxyribose nucleotide triphosphate molecules are added to the complementary base sequences of the separated template DNAs. That is, the synthesis of the new DNA takes place. So, in each and every cycle of the polymerase chain reaction, a single copy of the DNA containing the 2 strands becomes double. So 2 to 4, 4 to 8, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, like that, so on. So that is a polymerase chain reaction. So this polymerase chain reaction have got many applications. So here, in order to understand various aspect of the application of the polymerase chain reaction, it is necessary that nowadays different schemes are available, different modifications of the PCR are available. Different modifications schemes, nothing but different types of PCR. PCR are available based on the purpose or based on the desire. In the polymerase chain reaction process, some modifications have been made to fulfill the purpose or the our desires. So these can be, there are many types, there are many modifications, there are many schemes are available. That is the colony PCR, nested PCR, inverse PCR, inverse PCR, anchored PCR, anchored PCR, anchored PCR, then RT-PCR, RT-PCR, then real-time PCR, real-time PCR. Here RT-PCR means what? Reverse transcriptase PCR, real-time PCR. So RT-PCR is different, real-time PCR is different. Then single-sided PCR, single-sided PCR. Different types of PCR are available. So these different PCR techniques are employed to fulfill the purposes. That is the objectives of the techniques which we use in the molecular biotechnology. So here, let me to talk about various applications. So there are many applications are available. Many applications. PCR is one of the such a very important, very rapid and very versatile method which is used for making billions of copies of the small segment of the DNA containing the desired gene, nothing but the target sequence. Okay, a particular sequence of the DNA, that is a particular the gene. So only I can discuss with all of you about only few of the such a number of applications of the PCR. So here the PCR is used to detect the plant viruses. Detect plant viruses. Plant viruses. Detect plant viruses. Somewhat it is very difficult to detect the viruses in plants. So virus infect the plants and cause diseases. So in the field of the plant breeding, virus-free plants are used for developing the new variety of the plants. So not only that, in order to get a good crop, a good yield, disease-free plants are required. That is, the virus-free plants are required. So polymerase chain reaction is used to detect the viruses in the plants. So nowadays, polymerase chain reaction, it is carried out with the help of the two primers. Primers are very much essentially required for the polymerase chain reaction. So these two primers are nothing but a short segment of chemically synthesized oligonucleotides, DNA oligonucleotides. So chemically synthesized oligonucleotide sequences are prepared for a particular PCR techniques. So these primers are very important. These primers are used to find out, are used to carry out the polymerase chain reaction, which helps us to detect viruses in the plants. So are plant samples. It is one of the important the application of polymerase chain reaction. So primers play a very significant role in detecting a particular genes. Particular genes means what? So with the help of the polymerase chain reaction, we can detect the presence of the virus in a plant samples, or in other words, within the plant body. Then Second application of the polymerase chain reaction is that polymerase chain reaction is also used for the study of DNA polymorphism. DNA polymorphism. DNA polymorphism. One can study one can understand the DNA polymorphism with the help of molecular markers. Molecular markers. Molecular markers. Molecular markers. Again, these molecular markers are nothing but the short segment of the DNA, which are very specifically used to identify a particular the variants in the long DNA molecule. Okay, so PCR technology is used to generate a number of molecular markers, and later on these PCR molecular markers are used to study the DNA polymorphism. Okay, second application. The third application is that polymerase chain reaction is used very much to detect and diagnose genetic diseases and as well as pathogenic diseases. Polymerase chain reaction, as I discussed earlier, in these days it is used to detect and diagnose. Detect means what? To find out the pathogen, the microscopic organism responsible for a particular disease. Okay, to diagnose pathogenic diseases, and as well as genetic diseases. Genetic diseases are different, pathogenic diseases are different. So the polymerase chain reaction is used not only to diagnose the pathogenic diseases, but also to diagnose the genetic diseases. Example may be quoted here: Huntington's disease. Cystic fibrosis, and for this it can be a child. Okay, so to diagnose or to detect the HIV, one can also undertake the PCR technology, and to diagnose the Huntington's disease, the cystic fibrosis, these are nothing but the genetic diseases. One can undertake the polymerase chain reaction. Then another application of the polymerase chain reaction here, another application is that polymerase chain reaction is used for constructing DNA libraries. Actually speaking, the detailed account of the understanding of what is the DNA library or a gene library is not required. But actually, one can construct the DNA libraries with the help of the polymerase chain reaction. Okay? Simply I can say that library means what? It is the collection of almost all the genes. It is termed as a library. So DNA library or a gene library. Okay? Polymerase chain reaction is used to construct the gene libraries or DNA libraries. And another application is that polymerase chain reaction is also used in the field of the forensic laboratory to detect or to identify criminals. Forensic laboratory. In the forensic laboratory means what? Actually, forensic laboratory. In the forensic laboratories, DNA fingerprinting technology is used to identify the criminals. For the DNA fingerprinting technology, a segment of the victim it is required. If the segment of the DNA it is very small amount, then for undertaking the fingerprinting technology, one can undergo the polymerase chain reaction. With the help of a little amount of the source DNA, the sample DNA, one can make millions of copies of the DNA. With the help of such a vast the DNA, one can undertake the fingerprinting technology. So you know something about the fingerprinting technology. Fingerprinting technology is used to identify the criminals, maybe the rapists. Okay. So this fingerprinting technology can also used to identify the not only the criminals but also unburnt dead bodies. It is also used to solve disputed parentage, like that. So for a fingerprinting technology in the forensic laboratory, the polymerase chain reaction it is used. Then another application of the polymerase chain reaction is that it is used to confer transferred gene or DNA transferred gene. Confer the transferred gene or that is nothing but the DNA transferred gene. In the DNA cloning technology, the foreign gene which is isolated from any of the organism inserted into the particular plasmid or a vector or a molecular vehicle, this is nothing but the gene it is transferred to the vector. Then vectors are later on transferred to the host cells in order to multiply them. So in the gene cloning technology, how to identify the transferred gene which is present in a particular host cell. For this purpose, polymerase chain reaction is used. So polymerase chain reaction is used to confirm and identify the transferred gene in a particular molecular vehicle. Okay, it is one of the very important the technique used for different purposes. And yet another application is that polymerase chain reaction is used in chromosome walking. Chromosome walking is a concept which is used to understand sequence of the arrangement of the various genes in the chromosomes. Okay, one can understand the sequence of arrangement of various genes in the long the chromosome with the help of the chromosome walking. For chromosome walking, polymerase chain reaction it is used. So polymerase chain reaction also very highly useful for the chromosome walking. Then number of applications are available. Number of applications are there about the polymerase chain the reaction. Yet another application I would like to share with all of you about the polymerase chain reaction is that one can also detect the sex of the baby, sex of the fetus or the baby. In the earlier stages of the growth and development. So polymerase chain reaction is used in the in vitro method of in vitro fertilization method to detect the sex of the baby itself. Okay, it is yet another the application of one can detect the sex of the individual, that is nothing but a newly born the fetus or the baby very earlier, which is very young. Okay, one can detect the sex of within 8 to 16 celled stage. 16 celled stage. Celled stage. The diploid zygote undergoes the repeated rapid mitotic divisions. So during the cell division of the that is the zygote, one can detect the sex with the help of the PCR technology. Then polymerase chain reaction have got many applications, not only these discussed applications. One can construct molecular maps. Molecular maps. Molecular maps of various plants or animals with the help of the polymerase chain reaction. So to construct a molecular map, polymerase chain reaction is used. Polymerase chain reaction is used. Then lastly, polymerase chain reaction also used, as I already told you earlier, to diagnose the pathogenic diseases. Okay, number of pathogenic diseases are diagnosed with the help of the polymerase chain reaction. So various types of polymerase chain reaction processes are used to fulfill a particular desires. For constructing the molecular maps, a particular polymerase chain reaction is used. In a forensic laboratory, a particular polymerase chain reaction is used. To detect the plant viruses, a particular PCR technology is used. So, for different purposes, different polymerase chain reactions are used. So here, take for example, reverse transcriptase PCR. Reverse transcriptase PCR technology. Here one can generate millions of copies of complementary DNAs with the help of the small segment of the RNA. That is the RT-PCR method, reverse transcriptase PCR. So here in the reverse transcriptase PCR, the technique, the reverse transcriptase enzyme is used along with the TAC DNA polymerase enzyme. The two oligonucleotide sequences, nothing but the two primers, the sample of DNA containing the target sequences, then the buffer solution, and as well as magnesium chloride, the ions, magnesium chloride, different components, along with the different components. Okay. Single-sided PCR. Take another example. Single-sided PCR technique is at another, as I already discussed earlier, it is another technique which is used to diagnose a particular pathogenic organism within the body. It means what? To diagnose a particular diseases, pathogenic diseases. So this is about the various applications of the polymerase chain reaction, the technology. Thank you.